Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakುಮಾರಾಯ Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So, Chaturshloka in Srimad Bhagavatam comes in the second canto, chapter 9, verse 33 to 36. So, let us delve into it. So, in summary, we are going to cover the Chaturshlokas like a then why Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then, yesterday, the Srila Narottama Das Thakura's disappearance. So, we will just cover like in just what is his pastime, then key takeaways like let's go into the sloka. So, very important sloka. So, I'll recite. I request everyone to by heart this first sloka in today's class itself, like it is possible. I seek like your sincere endeavor, like to get it by heart in this class itself, like at least the first sloka. Aham evasame na anyat yat sadasat param paschadaham yat etascha yo vasisyeta soasmi aham. So I'll read again. Agam eva samevagre nanyat yat sadasat param paschad aham at yad etascha yo avasisyeta soasmi aham. Anyone wants to recite, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. May I try Prabhuji once?
Yes, Prabhu.
Aham eva sam eva gre nanyad yad sad nanyad yat sad asat param paschad aham yad etascha yo vasish yeta so asmi aham. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhu. Thank you. So anyone else like Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
I will try. Aham eva sam eva gre nanyad yat sad asat param paschadaham yat etascha yo veshya yo na vashishyate vashishyata sosmayaham.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah. So Himanshu Prabhu, can you read the word-to-word meaning?
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The
Hare
synonyms: Aham, I, the personality of Godhead. Iva, certainly. Some existed. Iva, only. Pray before the creation. Na, never. Anyat, anything else. Yat, all. Those. Sat, the effect. Asat, the cause. Param, the supreme. Paschat, at the end. Aham, I, the personality of Godhead. Yet all these, etat, creation, cha, also, yeah, everything, avasyate, avasyeta, remains, saha, that, asmi, I am, aham, I, the personality of Godhead.
Translation also read, Prabhu.
Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Brahma, it is I, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before the creation, when there was nothing but myself, nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation. That which you see now is also I, the personality of Godhead, and after annihilation, what remains will also be I, the personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Thanks, Prabhu. We will cover the other slokas also. Then we will come back to this sloka specifically. So 34. Hriday artham yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani tad vidyadatmano mayam yata baso yata tamaha. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O Brahma, whatever appears to be of any value, if it is without relation to me, has no reality. Know it as my illusionary energy, that reflection which appears to be in darkness. So here the important stress is like a whatever appears to be of any value, if it is not relation with Krishna, then it is no reality. It is of like a no value. So let's move to the next one. Yata mahanti bhutani bhute bhuteshu yachavasesu anu pravishtani apravistani tatate na teshvagam. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. O Brahma, please know that the universal elements enter into the cosmos and at the same time do not enter into the cosmos. Similarly, I myself also exist within everything created, and at the same time, I am outside of everything. So here he's stating like it is inside and out, like he is there, he is not there. So achintya beda bed tattva. Then the next one. Yetavadev jignasyam tattva jignasu atmanah अन्वय व्यतिरेकाभ्यम यत्स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. A person who is searching after the absolute, supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, must certainly search for it up to this in all circumstances, in all space and time, and both directly and indirectly. So here like the inquisitiveness or search for the absolute truth, he is explaining, Krishna is explaining. So these four verses are like a very, very important. So let us go into the 2.9.33 verse purport. Then we will go into the verse again. So I request Santakoveshwar Prabhu and Purna Prema Mataji like to read this whole paragraph.
Okay, Prabhu, I will start, Prabhu.
Right.
Purport. This is the purport of the first one, right, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, like it is a very long purport. So three
Okay,
or
Prabhu.
four slides will come into the purport alone. But very, very detailed one, like as I mentioned, it is a philosophical one. So let us try to understand this whole page. You can read, Prabhu, you and Mataji.
Okay, done, Prabhu. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. We should note very carefully that the personality of Godhead is addressing Lord Brahma and specifying with great emphasis himself, pointing out that he, the personality of Godhead who existed before the creation, it is he only who maintained the creation, and it is he only who remains after annihilation of the creation. Brahma is also a creation of Supreme Lord. The impersonalists put forth the theory of oneness in the sense that Brahma also being the same principle of I, because he is an emanation from the I, the absolute truth, is identical with the Lord, the principle of I, and that there is thus nothing more than the principle of I as explained in this verse. Accepting the argument of the impersonalist, it is to be admitted that the Lord is the creator I and the Brahma is the created I. Therefore, there is a difference between the two I's, namely the predominator I and the predominated I. Puja, you want to continue?
Yes. Therefore, there are still two eyes, even accepting the argument of the impersonalist. But we must note carefully that these two eyes are accepted in the Vedic literature, Kathopanishad, in the sense of quality. The Kathopanishad says, Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetanam Eka Bahunam Yo Vidhayati Kaman. The creator and the creator I and the created I are both accepted in Vedas as qualitatively one, because both of them are nityas and chetanas. but the singular I in is the creator I, and singular I is the creator I, and the created I are of plural number. But there are many I's like Brahma and those generated by Brahma. It is the simple truth. The Father creates or begets a son, and the Son also creates many other sons, and all of them may be one as human being, but at the same time, from the Father, the Son, and the grandson are all different.
Yeah, thanks, Prabhuji and Mataji. Like, so we will cover this. So here Krishna states like a two or three. Sorry, Srila Prabhupada like a very stressfully mentioning like a 3 or 4 points where so it is who Krishna who existed before the creation, and he is going to maintain, and he will be the one like after the annihilation also he exists like so that is a very important thing. So from him like he is the cause of all causes. From him all the elements of like the material universe and the spiritual universe comes. So so he is the one like who exist, who represents the past, present, and the future like all the time. So then comes like the creation of Brahma. So Lord is a creator and Brahma is being like a created. So it is a predominator I and a predominated I. Like though in qualitatively like both are same. That Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam is very important. It is a quality like the soul ever existent like a eternal. The same way like their chinta, the Chetana also like a ever existent eternal. But qualitatively like we are same, but quantitatively like we are different. So that is a reason like the creator I and the created I are different. So we are also like the same as created I from Brahma and like the parampara system. So that has to be like understood very clearly. So that has been explained by Srila Prabhupada in the father son relationship. Like from father the son comes like then the progeny continues. Qualitatively like they are same, but quantitatively like they have the differences. So that is what the next purport. I request Mamta Mataji to read it.
Hare Krishna. The son cannot take the place of the father, nor can the grandson. Simultaneously, the father, the son, and the grandson are one and different also. As human beings, they are one, but as relatives, they are different. Therefore, the relatives of the creator and the created, or the predominator and the predominated, have been differentiated in the Vedas by saying that the predominator I is the feeder of the predominated eyes, and thus there is a vast difference between the two principles of I. In another feature of this verse, no one can deny the personalities of both the Lord and the Brahma, the Lord and Brahma. Therefore, in the ultimate issue, both the predominator and predominated are persons. This conclusion refuses the conclusion of the impersonalist that in the ultimate issue, everything is impersonal. This impersonal feature stressed by the less intelligent impersonalist school is refused by pointing out that the predominator I is the absolute truth and that he is a person. The predominated I, Brahma, is also a person, but he is not the absolute. For realization of one's self in spiritual psychology, it may be convenient to assume oneself to be the same principle as the absolute truth, but there is always the difference of the predominated and the predominator, as clearly pointed out here in the verse, which is grossly misused by the impersonalist. Brahma is factually seeing face to face his predominator Lord, who exists in his transcendental eternal form even after the inhalation of the material creation. The form of the Lord, as seen by Brahma, existed before the creation of Brahma, and the material manifestation with all the ingredients and agent of material creation are also energetic expansions of the Lord. And after the exhibition of the Lord's energy comes to the close, what remains is the same personality of Godhead. Therefore, the form of the Lord exists in all circumstances of creation, maintenance, and annihilation. In annihilation, the Vedic hymns confirms this fact in the statement Vasudev va idam aga asin na brahma nacha sanskara eko narayana asin na brahma nesana, etc. Before the creation, there was none except Vasudeva. There was neither Brahma nor Shankara, only Narayana was there and no one else, neither Brahma nor Ishana. Shripad Shankaracharya also confirms in his comment in the Bhagavad Gita, the Narayana or the personality of Godhead is transcendental to all creation, but that the whole creation is the product of avyaka. Therefore, the difference between the created and the creator is always there, although both the creator and created are the same quality. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thanks, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So here again, like the predominator and the predominated I been stressed over here. The detailed explanation also been given. Then the creator is the absolute truth, and the created beings like from starting from Brahma and all others are like not absolute. So that is also been stressed. Like again, Lord exists like in all times of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation. So the next page. So I request Ati Sundari Mataji and Sadhu Sevana Prabhu to read it like.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Jai Srila Prabhupada. The other feature of the statement is that the supreme truth is Bhagwan, or the personality of Godhead. The personality of Godhead and his kingdom have already been explained. The kingdom of Godhead is not void as conceived by the impersonalist. The Vaikuntha planets are full of transcendental variegatedness, including the four-handed residents of those planets, with great opulence of wealth and prosperity. And there are even airplanes and other amenities required for high-grade personalities. Therefore, the personality of Godhead exists before the creation, and he exists with all transcendental variegatedness in the Vaikuntha Lokas. The Vaikuntha Lokas is also accepted in the Bhagavad Gita as being of the Sanatana nature and are not inhalated even after the inhalation of the manifested cosmos. Those transcendental planets are for a different nature altogether, and the nature is not subjected to the rules and regulation of material creation, maintenance, or inhalation. The existence of personality of Godhead implies the existence of Vaikuntha Loka, as the existence of a king implies the existence of a kingdom. Hari.
In various places in Srimad Bhagavatam and in other revealed scriptures, the personality of Godhead is mentioned. For example, in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Prabhu, your voice is so low, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah,
For
now
example, okay, thank you, Prabhu. For example, in Srimad Bhagavatam 2.8.10, Maharaj Parikshit asks, how does the personality of Godhead, the cause of creation, maintenance, and annihilation, who is always freed from the influence of the illusory energy and is the controller of the same, lie in everyone's heart? Similar also is a equation of Vidura's. Sridhara Swami explains this in his notes. During the annihilation of the creation, who serves the Lord lying on the Shesha, etc. This means that the transcendental Lord, with all his name, fame, quality, and paraphernalia, exists eternally. The same confirmation is also in the Kashi Khanda of the Skanda Purana in connection with the Dhruva Charitra. It is said there, even the devotees of the personality of Godhead are not annihilated during the period of the entire annihilation of the material world. Not to speak of the Lord himself. The Lord is ever existent in all three stages of material change. The impersonalist adduces no activity in the supreme, but in this discussion between Brahma and the supreme personality of Godhead, the Lord is said to have activities also. As he has his form and quality, the activities of Brahma and other demigods during the maintenance of the creation are to be understood as the activity of the Lord. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhu. So in this section of the purport, like a Lord's various opulences been explained, like a Vaikuntha Lokas, then the transcendental of like the Lord's name, fame, quality, and paraphernalia always exist, like and it has same equal value. So there is no difference between his name and fame and quality and the paraphernalia. So that has been explained, like and again, like stressing Lord is the one who is existing like a before the creation, during the creation, maintenance, and annihilation. So we can understand the importance of like why this has been stressed so many times by Srila Prabhupada. So the next purport, I request Himanshu Prabhu to read.
Hare Krishna. The king or the head executive of a state may not be seen in the government offices, for he may be engaged in royal comforts. Yet, it should be understood that everything is being done under his direction and everything is at his command. The personality of Godhead is never formless. In the material world, he may not be visible in his personal form to the less intelligent class of men, and therefore he may sometimes be called formless. But actually, he is always in his eternal form in his Vaikuntha planets as well as in other planets of the universes as different incarnations. The example of the sun is very appropriate in this connection. The sun in the night may not be visible to the eyes of the men in darkness, but the sun is visible wherever it has risen. That sun is not visible to the eyes of the inhabitants of a particular part of the earth does not mean that the sun has no form. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 1.4.1, there is the hymn Atmai Vedam Agra Asit Purusa Vidaha. This mantra indicates that the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, even before the appearance of the Purusha incarnation. In the Bhagavad Gita 15.18, it is said that Lord Krishna is Purushottama because he is the Supreme Purusha, transcendental even to the Purusaksara and the Purusha. The Aksara Purusha or the Mahavishnu throws his glance over Prakriti or material nature, but the Purushottama existed even before that. The Brihadaranyaka Upanishad therefore confirms the statement of Bhagavad Gita that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Person, Purushottama. In some of the Vedas, it is also said that in the beginning, only the impersonal Brahman existed. However, according to this verse, the impersonal Brahman, which is the glowing effulgence of the body of the Supreme Lord, may be called the immediate cause, but the cause of all causes, or the remote cause, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord's impersonal feature is existent in the material world because by material senses or material eyes, the Lord cannot be seen or perceived. One has to spiritualize the senses before one can expect to see or perceive the Supreme Lord. But he is always engaged in his personal capacity, and he is eternally visible to inhabitants of the Vaikuntha Loka face to face. Therefore, he is materially impersonal, just as the executive head of the state may be impersonal in the government offices, although he is not impersonal in the government house. Similarly, the Lord is not impersonal in his abode, which is always Nirasta Kuhakam, as stated in the very beginning of the Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thanks, Prabhu. So here it is stressed only the devotees can see the Lord by the analogy of the sun in the night may not be visible to the guys who are experiencing the night, but the sun is visible wherever it has arisen. The same way, Lord is present everywhere, only the devotees can see by purifying their senses. They can see the appearance of the Lord, but the non-devotees or a impersonalist or atheist may not be able to see the Lord. Then again, a 15.18 very important sloka, a Lord is Purusha Uttama. So he is the Uttama, the topmost, the Purusha, the person in this whole existence. So that has also been stressed. So again, the last word, which is always Nirasta Gugam in the first slogan, the Srimad Bhagavatam, Nirasta Gugam Satyam Param Dhimahi. So he is the Satyam, he is Param, he is a Dhimahi. So he has to be worshipped. So the last stanza of purport, I will read myself. Therefore, both the impersonal and personal features of the Lord are acceptable, as mentioned in the revealed scriptures. This personality of Godhead is very emphatically explained in the Bhagavad Gita in connection with the verse Brahmano hi pratisthanam. Therefore, in all the ways, the confidential part of spiritual knowledge is realization of the spiritual personality of Godhead and not his impersonal Brahman feature. One should therefore have his ultimate aim of realization not in the impersonal feature, but in the personal feature of the absolute truth. The example of the sky within the pot and the sky outside the pot may be helpful to the student for his realization of all-pervading quality of the cosmic consciousness of the absolute truth. But that does not mean that individual part and parcel of the Lord becomes the supreme by a false claim. It means only that the conditioned soul is the victim of the illusionary energy in her lost snare. To claim to be one with the cosmic consciousness of the Lord is the last trap set by the illusionary energy or Daivi Maya. Even in the impersonal existence of the Lord, as it is in the material creation, one should aspire for personal realization of the Lord. And that is the meaning of Paschat Agam Yad Etascha Yo Avasisyeta So Asmi Akam. Brahmaji also accepted the same truth when he was instructing Narada. He said, there is no other cause of all causes than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari. Therefore, this verse, Ahamevasam Evagre, indicates anything other than the Supreme Lord. And one should therefore follow the path of the Brahma Sampradaya, or the path of from Brahmaji to Narada to Vyasadeva, etc., and make it a point in life to realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari or Lord Krishna. This is very confidential instruction to the pure devotees of the Lord was also given to Arjuna and to Brahma in the beginning of creation. The demigods like Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Indra, Chandra, and Varuna are undoubtedly different forms of Lord for execution of different functions. The different elements, ingredients of material creation, as well as the multifarious energies, also may be of the same personality of Godhead, but the root of all of them is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. One should be attached to the root of everything rather than bewildered by the branches and leaves. That is the instruction given in this verse. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we first need to we can't thank enough to Srila Prabhupada for putting his time and effort for making understand us into this concept. So how much effort been put into for this one simple verse? Not simple, definitely. It is a great verse. So we can't thank enough to Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. So here two concepts we need to understand very, very clearly. First, the Chatursloki in Bhagavad Gita also, Lord Krishna is speaking to Arjuna. Here, Chatursloki, Lord Krishna is speaking to Brahma. So he is choosing the right candidate to receive the knowledge. First. Second, before that, so Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he is not stating to Arjuna in the chapter 1 or 2 or 3. No, he is stating in the chapter 10 only. So that has to be understood, because Arjuna is coming to the level, okay, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. After that, like a Krishna start teaching the Chatursloki, because like he needs to come to the level of understanding, then only he can get the grasp of knowledge. So it is not for Arjuna mainly, it is for us. Like we need to do the devotional service to understand like Krishna's supremacy. The same way here also, Lord Brahma appears like from the lotus, like the stem of the Lord Garbhodaya Vishnu, but immediately like he is not Lord is like not showing his vision to Brahma, so he has to go through the greatest of the greatest penance and austerity. So that we will see like in the upcoming verse. In the whole, like let us understand Srimad Bhagavatam, because it discuss about like the 10 topics. So overview of Srimad Bhagavatam, like it is explained in the second canto, 10th chapter, verse 1. So the whole body of the Lord being explained in the whole of the Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is the canto 1 and 2. It is introduction of like the questions by sages of Nemisharnya, assembled in Nemisharnya, like and they are asking to Sutta Goswami. So in the whole canto 1 and 2, Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj like not appearing, or like not speaking. Then comes like canto 3 and 4, so where the Sarga and the Visarga being explained in detail, the creation and like the sub-creation. Then comes the sthana, like the geography of the universe, like how the universe been positioned. Then the canto 6, like explaining the portion, Lord's protection to the people, how he is protecting. Like then the canto 7 explaining like Uti, the auspiciousness and the inauspiciousness in the whole universe. Then canto 8 explains like a Manvantara, the 14 Manus, like how their time and how they are like ruling. Then the canto 9, the Ishanuka, the topic related to like lords and the devotees. Then canto 10, like the lotus face of the Lord being explained as like Ashraya, Lord's Krishna's pastime in Vrindavan, Madhura, like Dwaraka, all these being explained in detail. Then the canto 11, like the forehead of the Lord being explained in the Mukti, the liberation, how to take the liberation. Then the last canto, like a canto 12, been explained in the head, like which is the Nirodha. What is like a 4 kinds of universal annihilation, like a continuous, then the permanent annihilation, like all those 4 annihilation being explained over here. So then why Lord Krishna is supreme, like let us try to understand. So what is Chatursloka? So we all know the Chatursloka is like a condensed form of the topmost teachings from Lord. So Vedas are like a nothing but how we can understand about the Lord. Since like all the compiler of Vedanta, who is Lord Vyasadeva, literally incarnation of like a Lord Krishna. So he wrote all the Vedas, like but still he was not satisfied. Then he's been like approached by his father, like a supreme the master Narada, saying like since you didn't explain about the glories of and the pastimes of like a Lord Krishna, you are not feeling satisfied. So he is giving the instruction. So basically the instruction being received by Lord Krishna, Lord Brahma by from Lord Krishna. So these 4 slokas like a been explained by Lord Krishna to Lord Brahma. Then the same 4 slokas been explained by Lord Brahma to Lord Narada. Then Narada is explaining around like a 133 verses, like he is explaining to Lord Vyasadeva. Then Vyasadeva understood, okay, if I can't explain only these 4 verses to the people of Kali, like and all the other ages, so I need to explain the glories of Lord's pastime in this 18,000 verses. Like that is how this 18,000 verses came into the picture, because like we will not be able to understand the Lord's supremacy only from this 4 verses. Actually, like it is 7 verses Lord is speaking. It is a Sapta Sloka. But the other 3 verses, like from 2.31 till 36 or 37, being explained by Lord. But the other 3 verses are like how to take this particular understanding, the explanation, like so Lord is explaining like how practically we can take. So in our Acharya Parampara, like it has been stated only as like a Chatur Sloka, the crux of like the understanding or the instruction from Lord. Then the layered conversation which we need to understand. So as I mentioned, like in the Canto 1 and 2, the sages in Naimisharanya speaking to Sutta Goswami, and how the what are like they are asking the 6 questions, and how what is the main importance of the devotional practice like in this Kali Yuga, and they ask like what is the absolute truth, all those 6 questions they are asking. In that conversation, the conversation comes like then the Parishit Maharaj being cursed by like the Brahmana Bai, then he knows like he has to perform the devotion service. So in that particular assembly, he started hearing about the Lord's pastime. So in that particular place, like a Sukadeva Goswami is appearing. So that comes like from the Canto 3. So till first 2 cantos, like a Sukadeva Goswami is not appearing. So in that conversation, so Lord Parishit is asking to Sukadeva Goswami, what are the glories of like a Lord Sri Krishna, how to understand like his all the opulences, and how he creates, maintains, and annihilates like the whole universe. What is the main duty of like all our like the human being? So he is asking all those things. So in that layered conversation, he is starting the conversation of like a Lord Narada is asking to like a Lord Brahma. So Lord Narada is like the son of Lord Brahma. So he is saying, Narada is saying like to Brahma, Lord, you are creating everything. So I know that like you are the supreme personality of Godhead. So Lord Narada is asking to Brahma. Then Brahma says, no, your understanding is wrong. Like I am not the supreme personality of Godhead. So then he is going to the other, he is opening the other layered conversation, how Brahma been created by Lord Krishna, and how he has been given the knowledge as like a who is Lord Krishna and how to understand him. So this layered conversation, we have to be like a very, very thoughtful of like a understanding. So Brahma, after he been created, like it was a pitch dark, so he could not able to see anyone. He comes to the top of the down of the lotus, because like he's manifested like from the lotus stem, correct? Like the he top of the lotus stem. So he comes till the down of the lotus stem, and he's seeing like nothing visible. So at that particular time, he's just hearing the 2 syllable like okay in the whole ocean, and he's saying like a ta pa. So immediately he catches. He didn't question why I need to do austerity, why I need to perform like a what is my role. So without thinking for a moment, immediately he is starting to perform the austerity. So that is very, very important. And the austerity performed by Brahma is like a meditation for 1,000 celestial years. So for our calculation, 1 celestial year is equal to 6 into 30 into like a 12 into 1,000 of our years. So Sunil Prabhu can give like a how much it is going to be, like around 21 million years, I think, like a 1 celestial year. Then multiply by 10,000, like a that many years he was doing the tapas, like a austerity. Okay, why this austerity is required? Austerity is required like to understand the supreme. How we can understand the supreme? So first we need to purify ourselves. Like for that purification, we need to perform the austerity or tapas. So after performing this austerity, like Krishna is so pleased with Lord Brahma. Immediately he is appearing in front of Lord Brahma in Vaikuntha Loka. Like he is not appearing in the normal form or like a normal location. So immediately he is showing Brahma the grandness of like a Vaikuntha. So there first like a Lord is appearing in front of Brahma, and in that particular place only 2 persons are there. One is like a Lord and Brahma. So Brahma didn't have any bewilderment or any question. Okay, why I need to accept him as a supreme personality of Godhead? I did all this austerity, correct? Like how I can trust him as a supreme personality of God. With Lord's mercy, this question never came in his mind. So this is very, very well, we have to understand, because like we should not have even a tinge of doubt as like why Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. We need to keep on understanding like his supremacy and his opulences. Obviously, it is not possible for us to understand in this lifetime. So we need to keep on like every day Krishna will showcase his opulences like to us. So if we perform the right tapas and austerity in this Kali Yuga, like we all know what is the greatest of the austerity or tapas, like chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By performing this austerity, Lord will show us like his supremacy. So initially, like Brahma was put into the ignorance, like in the pitch of a darkness. Then he came into the existence of like the transcendence. So enlightened by Krishna. The same way, we also put into this darkness of this material world by performing the tapas and austerity. we can go into the transcendent mode, like we can understand about Lord Krishna. So Krishna's darshan to Brahma is like happened in Vaikuntha. The whole chapter before, like 32 verses, been explained like how the Vaikuntha been explained, like all the opulences, Lord servants are like serving him limitlessly, and there are like so many Lakshmi Devis are there, and all of them like okay, even though it is marble, they are still cleaning the Lord's palace, like there is no light, even the existence of like a Lord itself will brighten the whole atmosphere. So that opulences of Vaikuntha being explained like in detail. So we need to understand one another thing, like the atheist will argue, okay fine, everything comes from Krishna, even the bad and like this material world. You guys are saying this material world is like a full of ignorance and full of like okay, miseries. Then the misery also come from Lord. It is achintya beda bed. It is yes and like not yes. So we need to understand everything comes from Krishna, but everything won't take us to Krishna. Like this has to be understood, because this material world is created for a purpose. Lord wanted us to back in his abode, like the Goloka Vrindavan. If you may not be surprised, like the persons or like the souls in Goloka Vrindavan is multitude more than the persons in this material world. So we can understand like the greatness of the Lord. So Lord wanted like every one of us to go back to his abode. So that is the reason he created. Okay, he wants to teach us, if you want to enjoy like independently without my presence, then you will suffer in this material world. For that particular purpose, this whole material world is being created like a. So then questions asked by Brahma. So he is asking, okay fine, I got the instruction from you. So Lord is shaking the hand to Brahma to pass the instruction. Okay, you need to create the whole material universe. Okay, after getting that instruction, Brahma is like asking, Lord, you are transcendental, but how you are visible to my eyes and all the devotees' eyes? Like how you would be presenting yourself? Like what we have to do to get that particular presence? Then how your various energies are working? Like okay, you are having the Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, like then Tatasa Shakti. How this various energies are like working, and how the creation takes place. Then how I can act in a way as your instrument, like in your acts. So in Bhagavad Gita 11.33, there is a very very nice verse, like a nimitta matram. So everything is predetermined by Lord. So he knows like what is going to happen. So if we accept Lord's position and we being into his act, like then we can be of the great effect from his cast, like so that has to be understood. He's asking like how I can be the instrument. Then Brahma is asking this particular thing very very importantly, how while acting your service, like, okay, I know that I need to create all the material universe, but how I can do this act without proud? Because this proud, even Brahma knows, if I am creating, I am in charge of like a creation, I should not think anytime, okay, I am the supreme personality of Godhead. That thought should not come. How I can get rid of that thought? So these are the questions like put forth by Brahma to Lord in this particular chapter. Then we need to understand like the cause and effect. The cause and effect being mainly explained in this particular verse, like a sad asad. So sad is the cause. Okay, sad is the effect. Sorry, sad is the effect, and asad is the cause. Okay, so we need to understand the effect comes from the cause. For example, you can get the oil only from coconut or groundnut, correct? Like the effect has to be present in the cause. You can't get the oil from the stone. So that cause and effect has to be understood very, very clearly. That is how all the things are like created, manifested from Krishna. Krishna is the cause and the material universe is the effect. So that has to be understood very, very clearly. But the effect is not going to affect the cause. The material universe is not going to affect the cause, like that also need to be understood. So spirituality is realizing our individuality by being our higher self. So that the little bit of independence being given by the Lord to us, that independence like we should not use for our own benefit or like uh, our own like enjoyment. We need to understand, okay, Lord is so grateful, he is giving us the individuality, so that like we know what is good and what is bad. By knowing that, like by using that knowledge, we need to understand what is our role in Lord's creation. So we all know like we are the servant of the Lord. So we need to dasona das, like we need to understand this all the time. So we are like we need to understand that is the real spirituality. So elevating ourselves in the higher self by associating with the Lord, by understanding, okay, we are the servant of the Lord. Okay, then that the nimitta matram I mentioned, like that is a cause. Being instrument in Lord's act, like so we need to keep reminding ourselves, let us be the instrument in Lord's act, like by whatever service you take, be it like in office work, or be it like in the preaching work, be it like the family work, anything like you ensure that, okay, Lord is giving you this particular role, so that you can understand him, you can make others to understand, and you can go back to him like and how to preach. So these are the importance like we need to understand. So God is everything, but everything is not God. So that is very, very important. So in Bhagavad Gita 7.9, we can, God says like a Bahunam Janmanam Ante, Jnanavan Mam Prapadyade. So Jnanavan, the Bahunam Janmanam Ante, like all these creation and all these humans, Jnanavan, like the real knowledge guy, who is the one like if who is surrendering unto you, mam prapadyade, like a mam prapadyade, who surrenders unto me, Vasudeva Sarvamidhi. See, he has to understand Vasudeva Sarvamidhi. So everything is Lord, like he didn't say Sarvam Vasudeva Idhi. He's saying Vasudeva Sarvamidhi. So there is a very nice statement like Narsimhadev and the Prahlad in the pillar. So before appearing like Hiranyakashipu is asking to Prahlad, where is your God? So while he is asking, Narsimhadev is literally ready to appear in every pillar. Okay, Prahlad is going to call me from this pillar or that pillar or that pillar. So he is literally present in all the pillar. Like okay, so Vasudeva Sarvamidhi, everywhere like he is presented. So once Prahlad shown, okay, from this pillar, my Lord is going to appear. Once he is shown that to his father, immediately like a Lord break that pillar like a and appearing. So after appearing, Prahlad was like a very, very very, very knowledgeable devotee, he didn't go and garland the pillar. Though Lord appeared from that pillar, he gone and like a garland to the Lord. That has to be our understanding. Like if you were in the understanding of okay, Sarvam Vasudeva Idi, so everything is Vasudev. So why I need to mainly like worship the Lord? If you have in that particular concept, then you are coming into the impersonalist concept, or kind of like okay, the little bit of like a atheist. So everyone is Lord. Why I need to pray to Lord specifically in the deity form or like a in the photo form? So that should not be in our motive, because like a it is Vasudeva Sarvamidi and not Sarvam Vasudevidi. Though Sarvam, all the things are like a Vasudeva, but we need to understand like a Vasudeva Sarvamidi. So going to the next one, so we need to understand Krishna is infinite and us are like a infinitesimal. So we are very, very small, and like a quantitatively Krishna is like a infinite. So then the these four slokas like a again explaining Sambandha, the 2.9.33, which we saw like a Agam Eva Sameva Gre. So that is explaining the Sambandha Jnana, what is our relationship with the Lord. And then like it comes the Abhidaya, 2.9.34 is like a Abhidaya. So how to do the process. Then Prayojana, like what is the benefit, like what is the effect we are going to get like by doing this devotional practice. 35 and 36 like been mentioned over there. So then the atheist or like impersonalists will ask the question, who created God? This question itself is wrong, because Krishna clearly says like I am the cause of all causes. If he is the cause of everything, how we can ask like who created God? So this question itself like a wrong. We can very variedly like comment or defend, because Krishna, not only Krishna, like the Shiva, Brahma, and all the other great acharyas like explaining in detail how they are being the instrument in the Lord's act. So that has to be like we will see in the upcoming slides. So then we all know like a Bhagavan, who is the definition of Bhagavan, been very nicely explained by Parasara Muni as like a Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yasasasriyaha Jnana Vairagi Yochaiva Sannam Bhaga Idingana. So he possesses all the opulences, full strength, fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, and renunciation. He possesses all the time, all the quantity, full, all at all the time. Like so, that is the important. Someone may be very strength, like they may not be like a very fame. Someone may have the wealth, but like they may not having the knowledge. Someone may be like a very beauty, but they may not be in the renunciation mode. But Krishna possesses all in all the time and all the quality. Like so, that is the greatness of Krishna. So then the whole of Srimad Bhagavatam, like this of Chatursloki, can be understood in very, very nice way. Like we can remember by this VVIP concept, like which has been nicely explained by like His Grace Raghuveer Prabhu in one of his class. Like so that we can very well understand. So the first 2.9.33 sloka, Krishna is saying Vasudevam Sarvamiti. Like okay. So Krishna is everywhere. Everything is Krishna. So that is what it has been mentioned in the first B. He was there before, now, and after creation. All the time he was there. Like before the existence, before the creation, during the maintenance, and after the annihilation also. So that is the first V. The second V is like a value if anything is connected to Krishna. So as I mentioned, so everything has a value only and only if it is connected to Krishna. If it is not connected to Krishna, it is not having any value. So that is the value. Like okay, the second sloka 34. Then the 35 is inside. He is in this. He created the whole material universe, but at the same time, like he is not. He is avyakta, like avyakta murtina. So he is not associated, or like he is not getting changed or like affected by this material universe. So he is inside and he is outside also. Like so that is a Achintya Beda Beda concept. Then the last one is like a personality of Godhead. to be searched up to the point we realize him, and after that, like, okay, we need to perform the devotional service to be continued forever. Like, so the personality, the quest for searching of the supreme, the inquisitiveness, like to search about Lord, has to be there forever, every time. Like, so that is even though, like, we are doing a devotional practice, we know something about Krishna, but we need to keep on asking, like, because there is his qualities are limitless. Our capacity is like a very, very limited. Our understanding is very, very limited. So we need to keep on requesting, keep on, like, questioning, okay, how I can understand better about Krishna, better about Krishna, better about Krishna. Okay. So this VVIP is like a very, very important, and in the very simple way we can remember, like, this Chaturshloki. Okay, then we will see, like, how the Lord is, like, Lord is being explained as a supreme by various demigods. Okay, so first we will see, like, Durga Maya, who is the external potency of the Lord. So she is saying Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha. Okay, so Srishti, so the creation, Sthiti, the maintenance, then the Pralaya, like the annihilation, all been done by Lord, and he is making, like, a Durga Maya as a instrument. The eternal potency Maya, who is of the nature of the shadow of the Chit, the spiritual potency, is worshipped by all people as Durga, the creating, preserving, and destroying agency of this mundane world. I adore the primary Lord Govinda, in accordance with whose will Durga conducts herself. So she is the instrument, like, in Lord's act. Then comes, like, a Yatpada Pallava Yugam Vinidya Kumbha Dvante Pranama Samaye Sa Ganadiraja Biganan Bigantum Alam Asya Jagatrayasya Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So here Lord Ganesha is explaining. We all know, like, a Ganesha is a Vigna Vinayak, like, okay, he will remove the obstacles. So he is saying how he is getting the power to remove the obstacles of, like, hey, all the humans in this material world, because he is saying Yatpada Pallava Yugam Vinidya Kumbha. by his like, okay, the Tumili, he is holding the lotus feet of the Lord. So by just touching, or like holding the lotus feet of the Lord, he is able to remove all the obstacles of all the humans. Then you understand, like, if we try to catch hold of Lord's lotus feet, then there is no fear, no problem will occur. Like, he will give us the understanding by which, like, we can face any situation. So that has to be, like, a very well we need to remind ourselves to obtain the power for his function of all destroying all obstacles. So that power comes only and only because he is holding the lotus feet of the Lord. Okay, Lord himself, Vinaya, like, the Lord Ganesha himself, like, stating this. Then Brahma is explaining, okay, Lord's opulences. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Nava Yavvanancha Vedeshu Durlabam Adurlabam Atma Bhakto Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So he is saying Advaitam Achyutam Anadim, like, so he don't have any Achyuta, like, okay, infallible. So Advaitam, like, he is everything, and Anadim, like, he is Adim. So he is the start, he is the middle, and he is the end. Okay. Adyam, so he's saying, like, he's the start. Purana Purusham, so he is Purana Purusha. So if we need to question, like, how, if he is Adya, he is the he is being created, like, as a first living being, or like he creates everything, then he has to be old, correct? Like, but then immediately Brahma says, no, he is Nava Yavvanam Cha. He is ever fresh and ever young, like, he is eternally young. So he is and the person always appearing as a fresh youth. So that is how, like, Brahma is stating, okay, he is that fresh and he is that old, but, like, still he is that fresh. So these are some of the samples, like, of the commentary by like the demigods and various great acharyas. So it is still like a lot more been stressed by Lord. So we will again go to the sloka. Sloka again for the 33 to understand. Yeah. So aham evasam evagre. Okay, the I, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, certainly eva. He is saying eva like a 2 times here. Certainly I existed before, and agre like a before the creation, and I existed. Na anyat sad asat param. So anything else like a never existed. Sad asat like the effect and cause, param the supreme, paschad like at the end, aham I the personality of Godhead, yat etascha, etascha the creation like a, so I was existing all the time, so avas eta avashisheta remains like a, I remain, so asmi I am as the supreme personality of Godhead like a, so aham evasame vagre nanyat yat sadasat param paschadaham yad etascha yo avasisyeta so asmi aham. So please try to remember and by heart this sloka like a today itself. It would be like a very useful to all of us. So with this like a, we are concluding the supremacy of Lord Krishna. Obviously, as I mentioned, like it is not possible for us to cover all the points of like a Lord supremacy, because it takes like a ages and ages like a, to explain about the greatness of the Lord. So then we will go into the another great acharya, who is Srila Narottama Das Thakur, like a, whose a disappearance like a was celebrated yesterday. So who is this Narottama Das Thakur? So he was appearing as a son of a great king. Okay, he was none other than Champaka Manchari in Krishna Leela. So we all know like all these Goswamis and like Thakuras, they appear from the transcendental abode like a Goloka Vrindavan to take us back to Goloka by performing their pastimes like a with the Lord whenever like he appears as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or like other Leela. So he was a Champaka Manchari, eternally assisting Rupa Manchari in her service like a to Radha and Krishna, and they are like a, this Thakura is they dedicated their life like a for our benefit. So he was a son of king, being in a very opulent family in Keturi. And once he started hearing about like the pastimes of the Goswamis and all the and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he ran to Vrindavan, and he was like going all over the places like to understand about the importance of like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna Leela. Okay, he was a brahmachari till end. Okay, he had a very unique capability, like he is able to memorize whatever he hears immediately, instantly, like he would be able to memorize and he would be able to like recite. So service to Lokanatha Goswami by cleaning his toilet, as he got didn't desire to give any diksha. So he was Srila Narottama Das Thakura was like a very close associate of Jiva Goswami. Okay, Jiva Goswami wanted him to Jiva Goswami wanted him to take the initiation from Lokanatha Goswami. So Lokanatha Goswami is a Goswami like he will never consider himself as a superior, and he always like wanted to perform his sadhana. He considered himself as like always down. He considered himself always down, and like he don't want to give any. Okay. He considered himself like a very down. So once Jiva Goswami said like to Narottama Das Thakur, you need to get the initiation from Lokanatha Goswami. So he goes and asking Lokanatha Goswami, can you please give me the initiation diksha? So immediately Lokanatha Goswami saying, I don't have any qualification. I am still had to perform my sadhana very, very gratefully. So please, like you approach another spiritual master. I am not qualified to give the initiation to you. But Narottama Das Thakura was like a very, very adamant. I need to get it from Goswami only, like a Lokanatha Goswami only, because it has been stayed by like a Jiva Goswami. So then he started cleaning his toilet, like a Lokanatha Goswami's toilet, and all the other his surroundings, like every day, night and in the morning, like he will clean. And one day, like Lokanatha Goswami is wondering, like who is coming and cleaning. Just like earlier, it was very dirty, and I used to clean myself. But now, how the things are getting cleaned. So then, one day, like he sees Narottama Das Thakura is like cleaning the toilet. Like then he's asking why you are doing all this service. Then Narottama Das Thakur says, like I don't have any qualification like to get the initiation from you. So at least I will purify myself by just doing the very menial service to you. So that is how like he's stating, and Lokanatha Goswami was very, very impressed by service of like Narottama Das Thakur. Then immediately like he is giving the initiation. So the same way, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakura, who is like the spiritual master of our own Srila Prabhupada, so he also wanted to take the initiation from Srila Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj like is not giving the initiation, and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakura like was very stubborn in his sadhana and service to his spiritual master. Then finally, like he was so impressed, and Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is giving the initiation. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakura is the only disciple of Srila Gaura Kishora Dasa Babaji. The same way, Srila Narottama Dasa Thakura is the only disciple of Lokanatha Goswami Maharaj. Okay, so that much he was doing his sadhana like to get the initiation from him. So Diksha he got it from them. Like Jiva Goswami is like okay, the Shiksha Guru. So one fine day after giving the initiation, like he was serving the spiritual master. So Loknath Goswami Maharaj is doing his the sadhana very, very in a great manner. So during that time, one thirst man comes and asking Loknath Goswami Maharaj, like, hey, I am very thirsty. Can you please give me some water? So Loknath Goswami is like not at all listening. So he keep on continuing like his sadhana. Then Narottama Das Thakura is like seeing this incident. Immediately he is taking a glass of water and giving to this thirst man. So then thirst man like drinking the water, and he left from this place. After he is completing his sadhana, then Loknath Goswami is asking, who asked you to give the water to him? Do you think that like Krishna cannot give the water to that thirst man? So I was doing the sadhana, like a chanting of the holy name. So I know that like a Krishna will fulfill his request. So I was praying to Krishna. So why you are not doing this understanding, and you given the water? So you have to get away from this place like immediately, and you need to be on your own. So that is how like he has been like commented by Lokanath Goswami. There was a very big reason behind it, because he wanted Narottama Das Thakura like to preach all the Vrindavan Vasis like and he wants him to go to like an Navadvip Dham also. So that is the reason like he was little chastising during that time. So then in the Vrindavan, like Narottama Das Thakura was like so heavily like organizing the Gaura Purnima festival, first festival, like so what he has a very good singing capability, like so while he was singing in the ecstasy, they could able to see munificent Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates were appearing in the kirtan, and they joined like this Sankirtana party. So that much power Narottama Das Thakura had to perform the Sankirtan, like he got that much mercy from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his all the associates. So in one another time, like Jiva Goswami is ensuring, okay, they were on the very last leg of like their journey. They know that like we will get pass away like from this material world. So they started like writing all the things, all the scriptures in their like a manuscript, and he's assigning like a 3%. One is Srivasa Acharya, Narottama Das, and Shyamananda Prabhu, and they are asking them to carry all the books. Like okay, it was so heavy, and they loaded in the bullock cart, like and they were passing on the way, like okay, because it was very less of the money they had. By using that, like they scripted all the things in the manuscript, and like they were planning to give it to the villagers, like so that the preaching cannot be stopped, like it can continue. So then while they stopped in the Vishnupur king has a unique quality. During the daytime, like he will rule, and during the evening and night time, like he will steal whomsoever like coming in his kingdom. So he thought like all these bundle of books was like a great money, and he stole all those things. Then Narottama Das Thakur and Srivas Acharya and like Shyamananda Prabhu was very disheartened like by this incident. Then they are coming and saying this to Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami taken it positively. Okay, don't worry. This is happening like as per the wish of the Lord. Then later, like he's asking Narottama Das Thakura, you go on the search like the places. Then while he is going again, like by not knowing that is as a Vishnupur, then he knows, okay, in that particular under a tree there was the Bhagavatam Sabdam is happening, like the preaching of Bhagavatam is happening. Then he goes and sees there, like then he could able to understand whatever books the king stole, like that has been used for the purpose of the preaching. So then he is narrating that incident to king. Then later he understood, okay, king himself stole, but later he came to know like these are the books, not the money. Then that particular books are used for preaching. Then the king is helping them to write like more books by giving donating more money. So that is how like the preaching mission was expanded, like in the with the help of like Narottama Das Thakur and Jiva Goswami. So Shri Narottama Das Thakur ki jai. So we are very indebted to Shri Narottama Das Thakur, because many of our songs, whatever we are singing, like are from Shri Narottama Das Thakur. For example, like okay, Jai Anilo Prem Dana. So that particular song been sung many a times, like where the great Vaishnava Acharyas like are passing. Then we all know like Vrindavan Ramyasthana, that also been written by Shri Narottama Das Thakur. Then the other Sri Guru Charana Padma, that also been written by Shri Narottama Das Thakur. So Radha Krishna Prana Mora, that also like a great writings which we are like a singing been which has been like composed by Shri Narottama Das Thakur. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda, like that also been written by Narottama Das Thakur. Narottama Das Thakur ki jai. So that is the greatness of like Narottama Das Thakur first time. Then key takeaways, like okay, we need to understand and remind every time connection with Krishna as a supreme, because like by switch off by understanding, like we can't understand in our lifetime, so we need to keep reminding ourselves like every time what is Krishna's opulence and supremacy. Then the VVIP, like first is Vasudevam Sarvamiti, the second is like the value, the third is like inside and out, the fourth is like the supreme personality of Godhead. We need to keep on searching. Then be part of the cause, like a nimitta matram, being an instrument in Lord's act, like as Lord drives everything. Then austerity required to understand the supreme, because we need to first purify ourselves to understand, to get qualified to understand about Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada like often quotes, what is our like the thing to get Krishna's mercy? First, we need to be qualified. Then we need to request like a why Krishna is not providing. So that qualification is very, very important. So keep pray to curb our pride. Like even Brahma, the creator of this universe, like he is praying to Lord, please don't give me pride, because like I should not think myself as a supreme. Then from ignorance, like a true transcendence, as Brahma enlightened by Lord Krishna, the same way like we also by the association of the devotee, like we need to and the mercy of the Lord, like we need to move from ignorance to transcendence. Then everything comes from Krishna, but everything won't take us to Krishna. So that has to be understood, like because this is the very good point, like to defend to Mayavadis. Then other greatness of Lord is he was the supreme, he is the supreme, and he will be the supreme. But that supreme personality of Godhead, see, and going and like showing the fearful face, and he is showing the fearful face to Yasodamai. So that pastime has to be relished and understood, how Krishna is great by coming down to the level of like the fearness, by exhibiting the fearness. So in this great Damodar month, like thanks for giving me the opportunity. Sorry for taking extra time, and apologies for the same. And amazing with your all association, like we can relish this pastime. Hare Krishna. And be fixed in devotional service as Srila Narottama Das Thakura. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Danda Pranam.
Dandat Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Nice, Prabhu. Very detailed explanation of the verses, and then a quick peep into the life of Narottam Das Thakur. Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice. We would just listen to comments, feedback from other devotees as well. Prabhu, I would like to start with Prita Mataji, because usually we end up forgetting the better half devotees of the speaker. So I would like to start with
I'll
Prita
call
Mataji.
her at the end, Prabhu, like because she is just feeding.
Okay, no worries, Prabhu. You have to remind me if I forget, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Jai. I will just go alphabetical order. So, can I request Ati Sundari Mataji and Sadhu Sevan Das Prabhu to share their views, their comments, their feedback?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. First of all, I would like to thank Santosh Prabhu. Prabhu, very wonderful Damodar Ashtkam. You always come up with new thing, Prabhu. So very nice, Prabhu. Now, as Santosh Prabhu told, Vasant Prabhu is our his inspiration. Actually, Vasant Prabhu is inspiration of all of us, each of us. So he's a serious practitioner, as you said, Prabhu. It is 100% true. And again, wonderful class. You explained everything. You covered everything, Prabhu. You didn't left anything. So very, very detailed and beautiful class. Very nice, Prabhu. And I like, Prabhu, that where you mention somewhere everything comes from Krishna, but everything won't take us to Krishna. That is also very nice. We can discuss in some other day in detailed. This is also very nice. And you that cause and effects, Sat Asat also, I like that sentence, because many times we heard Sat Asat, but that cause and effect, how you correlate with this, that also I like. Very nice, Prabhu. So I don't have nothing to say, Prabhu. So I just I remind us Prabhupada pastime. Then one devotee asked with Prabhupada, why actually the material world is created by Krishna. So why he didn't make this material world to the spiritual? So Prabhupada replied, it is a spiritual, actually it is also a spiritual word. Nothing is called material. When we forget Krishna, that is material word. So I remind that Prabhupada pastime. So that's all, Prabhu. Very nice. Thank you so much, Vasant Prabhu and Santosh Prabhu. Very nice. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Thanks for
Sadhu Prabhu, you want to share something? Thank you, Atisundari Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Kindly forgive me for my bad throat, Prabhu. So, first of all, Prabhu, Santosh Prabhuji, thank you so much, Prabhu. I sincerely pray from my heart that you are already in Goloka by doing his service all the times. But when you actually be in actually Krishna's Goloka Vrindavana, I sincerely pray the Lord to give you make part of some new initiative or new innovation department there, Prabhu. You do definitely deserve that, Prabhu. I mean, Hare Krishna. And Vasant Prabhuji, if we have a small building of Jiva Jago building, then you are the foundation of that, Prabhu. You not only do it by your words, you do it by your actions and everything. So you have brought us more closer to Bhagavatam today. And the Chatushloki Bhagavatam, I had only like heard that there are some 4 shlokas, but first time I got the opportunity to hear it in your association. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for that. And I just want to add, Prabhu, when you said that everything comes from Krishna, I mean, everything comes from Krishna, but everything that cannot connect us back to Krishna. I also like the point, Prabhu. And in regard to that, in the first canto, 5th chapter, when Narada speaks to Vyasadeva, there he explains that anything is material as long as it is not used in the service of the Lord. So whatever talent or whether it is poetry, singing, cooking, anything, whatever has been blessed by us, by Krishna to us, it is an opportunity for us to use that to serve the Lord. And there was one very nice answer by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, wherein one person asks, "What if we do not have any quality?" So there he says something like that is even more blessings, because Krishna does not want us to, I mean, he just wants us to remain simple and then serve. We do not need to, the chances of getting a little bit puffness is also gone in that case. So that is this Prabhu. And in this, in your takeaway, you had mentioned that Nimit Matra. So everything is pre-planned by Krishna. Okay, only our desires and our consciousness makes the difference. So being an instrument in the Lord's of Act, this reminds me of Prabhupada's pastime, wherein when he was going to US for the first time in Jaraduta, he writes a very beautiful poem there on the way. And then one of the stanzas there is, "I'm your puppet. Whether you make me dance or you do whatever with you want to do with me." So Prabhupada Acharya has also beautifully lived lived this thing in his life. So that's it, Prabhuji. Thank you so much once again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Can I request Himanshu Prabhu to kindly share his thoughts, add comments?
Yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, what a great start to the day. Damodar Ashtakam and Bhagavatam, and then our 2 champions, yourself, Sant Gopeshwar Prabhuji and Vasant Prabhuji, both masters, taking us through. So, I really, whenever Damodar Ashtakam is sung, it excites us and we all feel so happy. I'm not qualified to comment, Prabhuji, but if I can give a suggestion, the music was a little bit louder. So I think, and I'm not sure it is coming from the same device to which I guess you are singing. So you'll have to make some adjustments so that your voice is louder and music is, having a lower tone as a background. That's just a suggestion, probably. So Vasant Prabhuji, I get very excited whenever I, read or listen from the Chatur Shloki, because you not only clears so many doubts or so many questions that we may have, and clearly establishes from the Supreme Lord Himself, the authoritatively. So the personal or the impersonal form, the great example of sun is always there, and then the great example of Lord Narasimha appearing from the pillar, and so on and so forth. So and then you also talked about Sri Narottam Das Thakurji. He is my favorite from all the bhajans that I like. Most of them I see from him, and really thank you for enlightening us with more information about him. And then finally, you always add this takeaways, which are so important, summarizing the entire thing and then having great, influence on us. So for me, it's I couldn't ask for more this particular morning. So it's a great start. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for the feedback. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Can I request Mamta Mataji to kindly share her thoughts, her comments?
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. I tried my best to run fast, but I got little late and missed your beautiful voice. But we have another tool recording, so I'll definitely go through with that. With your what new innovative idea you had put this time, so I'll definitely come across with that, Prabhuji. Vasant Prabhu, as usual, full of information, and Chatur Shloki, you emphasize all this Chatur Shloki VVIP. I know Raghuvir Prabhu also mentioned this VVIP shloka repeatedly. For the person like me, I would also, I could suggest that if the shloka can be, recited by us or any of us once, so at least, we can recite, at least the tongue and heart can cleanse to understand this VVIP treatment. Uh, uh, Further on the lecture, Prabhu, you also covered Sri Narottama Dasa, whose songs we all know, all famous, all melodious, and at any, like, whenever we get the chance, we all love to sing, we all love to listen. So you didn't leave anything. For a person like me, I always learn from each and every class, and each and every word, each and every verse, each and every line. You left us all with the key takeaways, which is again wonderfully mentioned, where I really like the third one: be part of the cause, nimitam, being instrument in Lord's act. So we need to understand, we have to keep in mind every time that we are the instrument, being instrument in Lord's act. Because we cannot take ourselves in the supremacy. We are just the instrument. We are just the puppet, as you said. I think Sunil Prabhu just said that in one instant. Srila Prabhupada is saying that I'm your puppet. Jaise nachana hai, waise nachahiye. So it comes when the complete surrender is there, and I sincerely pray to the Lord that, including me, all of us should always remain in the surrender mode, whatever, wherever, in whichever condition we are. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Once again, Dandavat Pranam. Jai Damodar.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji.
So I now request His Grace Santa Gopeshwar Prabhu to add his comments and feedback, please.
Jai Prabhu. Uh, I've already shared my feedback, Prabhu. You are always an inspiration to me, and this was very interesting and detailed discussion which you had. And thanks for even touching on Narottam Das Thakur. So there is nothing that I have to add to this. I would just like to share one pastime of Narottam Das Thakur. Please forgive if you had already covered that during your discussion now. I was jumping within the calls for the Uttama Sloka. I heard about this. I mean, very specific to disappearance of Narottam Das Thakur. So his disappearance was also very. It was totally different. It was he requested his disciples to bring water from Ganga and pour on his body with bare hands, so without any utensil. So they all held the water and then they started pouring upon him. He was sitting near the banks of Ganga, and then when they started pouring water on him with bare hands, his body started turning into milk. It started turning into milk, and then as they kept pouring water, then his body started becoming smaller and smaller. So his disciples, they were so much in sorrow, seeing that the Guru Maharaj is basically Gurudev is getting smaller and melting away. But because it was the order of their Guru, they continued to pour water from Gangas. And then as it kept happening, then his body completely merged into Ganga. So while they were doing it, they were also crying very profusely. So it was a mixture of the tears, where it is said that the proportion of tear was more than the milk. So it was a mixture of tear, mixture of milk, and the Ganga. And when as combined together, it was then the disciples then collected this mixture of tear, water, Ganga, and milk, and put it in a pot, big pot, and brought it to his place where Narottam Das Thakur was living. And then they built a beautiful samadhi for him, which is also known as the Dudh Samadhi, the samadhi of milk. So that was one incredible disappearance pastime of Narottam Das Thakur. Just wanted to add this, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. So I would. Yes, Prabhu. Sorry, you wanted to say something, Prabhu?
No, Prabhu. Thanks for adding the past time. I didn't cover, Prabhu. Thanks for that.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. I would then request Purna Premamayi Gopi Devidasi to share her feedback comments, please.
Prabhu, you didn't add her grace.
Yes, sorry, her grace.
Hari Bol, Prabhuji. I'll start with Damodar Ashtakam. It was a good try, but if the voice and the volume would have been synchronized, it would have been a better song. And then thank you for giving us the new innovative way of listening, making us listen this Damodar Ashtakam. And then Prabhuji, wonderful class as usual, full of knowledge, full of detailed explanation and everything, Prabhu, awesome. And with regards to that, everything comes from Krishna, and but nothing, everything doesn't take us to Krishna. It was a different contextual understanding, Prabhu. I heard the same line from Chaitanya Charandas Prabhu when it comes to interfaith, all faith it comes from Krishna, but all faith doesn't take us to Krishna. But here you explained the same line with the same line that everything though comes from Krishna, but everything is not Krishna. That was a different approach to explain the same line. And I also heard from Santosh, in some of the purpose, Prabhupada has written this line. The way one explains the same line makes a lot of difference, Prabhu. And the way you defeated impersonalism in this class, and then you defeated atheism, and you established how supreme Krishna is, what he was before us, and then before Brahma, and then Brahma saying that I was I'm not the supreme personality of Godhead. All that, everything, you established the very supremacy of Lord Shri Krishna. Amazing class, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Prabhuji, all the glories like it is belong to Srila Prabhupada and Chaitanya Charandas Prabhu and Bhakti
Jai.
Maharaj from like a Coimbatore. So I just referred there. Bhakti Vinod Swami Maharaj, like he's from Trivandrum. So their lecture only, like so all glories to Srila Prabhupada and them. So please like provide the feedback also how I can do better. So now I'll ask Preeta to just add comments and feedback.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji's and Mataji's Dandat Pranam. I have nothing much to add because I was completely busy with Diya. Like I could hear it only in bits and pieces. So the main takeaway for me is like as everyone covered, like everything comes from Krishna, but everything won't take us back to Krishna. So even though like everything emanates from Krishna, but we have to be a bit careful and we have to remind ourselves like how Krishna's greatness and opulences, because we are in Kali Yuga and we keep forgetting the things. So how like what is our origin, what is our relationship with Krishna? So everything we tend to forget. So but going through this Chaturslokis as explained by Vasant, and also the core aspects of devotional service, and also through the greatest austerity in Kali Yuga, that is chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we will get an opportunity to regain our relationship and be situated and to establish our connection with the Lord. So and also since this month is Damodar month, and it belongs to Radharani, so we can just try to, or we just need to cry for her mercy to get Krishna's mercy. So and also like how we are being the instrument in the Lord's action. So that is also my key takeaway. And also Santosh Prabhuji, amazing rendition and very nice way of singing, and good try, Prabhu. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji. Vasant Prabhu, do you want to share something before we stop the recording?
No, Prabhu, like thanks all for your generous comments and like a nice pastimes. Like again, you added very nicely, and like Purna Prema Mataji mentioned, so this everything comes from Krishna, but everything won't take us to Krishna. Also, like a Chaitanya Charan Prabhu's comment only, Mataji, like in another one of his lecture, like he mentioned. So the impersonalist, how to defend like a impersonalist and Mayavadis, like a if we hear his lecture, like we have a lot of points to collect. So that is a greatness of him. Very philosophically, like he explained. So he uses a very nice word, like how we can defend the question of like who created God. That word I'm not able to recollect. Like so that question itself is wrong. Because like he's a cause of all causes. Either like we didn't understand what Krishna says or other demigod says, or like we are having like a less intelligence to keep on like commenting on that particular thing without understanding. So thanks all for your wonderful comments. Like I'm very blessed and like blissful to be part of this association. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.